Hey, what's up, guys? This is your girl SKG. This is an association with West Coast Queen Diaries in the Raw Records. Okay, so we are going to get into this content with Snoop and Daz and this whole thing of them falling out behind publishing percentages and contracts. West Coast Queen Diaries. Okay, guys, so I've already dropped this episode, but I'm going to drop it again because this pertains to what's going on now with Daz and Snoop. And then I'm going to recap it.
To accept this call, say or dial 5 now. Thank you for using Global Tel Link.
Yes, because I was basically saying that, and I ain't knocking Snoop or nobody else. If Pac didn't put your name in the song, he wasn't fucking with you. If he wasn't fucking with you, I wasn't fucking with you. That's simple. We don't got to argue. There's no competition. This is the thing with me. I'm never going to argue with a man that used to work for me. If you used to work for me, why would I go backwards? I don't believe in living my life in reverse. It's like right now, SK. If you walking, SK, and you try to walk backwards, if your footprints have been laid down in the sand, the mud, or wherever, if you walk backwards, you'll never be able to step in the same footprints that you made going forward. It's impossible.
Right.
If you live your life in reverse, you're an idiot. Nobody want to live in reverse. So when you got the people who wasn't involved in certain things and didn't contribute to stuff, they want to go reverse, try to rewrite history.
Mm-hmm.
But me personally, I would never in my life have to argue with a motherfucker that works for me. Because I paid you a paycheck for your motherfucker to have to stay in your place in check. I would never go back and forth with the artist because I had love for you to sign you as an artist, and I paid you and gave you opportunity. But you're not in those meetings. You're not up all night. You know how hard it is. It's a big difference. You're doing both now.
Right.
You're an artist, now you're a businesswoman.
Right.
You put more time in as a businesswoman more than an artist, right?
Right. Yeah. Very much so.
This is not a game.
Nah, it's not.
This is not a game. When people say, "Oh, I did this," no, you lied. When people go somewhere and say, "I'm a part of Death Row," they're gonna give them an opportunity to get a job because they believe they was at that table with me. They weren't at that table with me.
So look, as most of you guys know, I was signed to Death Row Records, right? And you guys know I came up in this game. As a kid, I grew up in the industry. So I have lived many lives, right? I've done the Death Row era. I've done, the Nipsey Hussle. I lived many lives and I seen a lot within this industry, right? But let's just get into it. I have to address the elephant in the room. Anybody who feels like Daz Dillinger don't have a right to look at his contracts, publishing percentages, his portfolio, his bottom line, you guys do not need to be a part of the music industry because it is okay for people to take from you to build their generational wealth. But when you're trying to find out what your percentages and your breakdown is, now it's a problem. And I don't like that. A lot of people don't understand it because a lot of people are groupies. That's why I don't go places. Before I go anywhere, I'm like, who's over there? Because I don't want to be in a chitlin circuit. I don't want to be in a groupie. Motherfuckers is like ornaments. They just hang around. They hang around because shit looks good. Barely do somebody be at the damn negotiation table. And for me, I always wanted to be at the negotiation table. That's why I don't work with everyone. Some people, they're okay with playing the background. They're okay with being the help. That's not me. That is not me. I'm not going to play the background. I'm not going to be the help. You're not going to string me along. If that's the case, we don't need to do business. I don't give a fuck if you're Jay-Z. I don't care who you are. If you cannot respect Me as a businesswoman and a business person, I ain't fucking with you. I'm not kissing your ass. I'm not running behind you. I don't care what your status is. If it's not an evenly yoked situation with dealing with you, then I don't need to deal with you. So when Daz is asking for his publishing, his percentages, to look at his contract, if Snoop is selling Death Row Records for $1 billion, how do you guys feel like Daz Dillinger don't deserve a seat at the table, a percentage apiece? Why not? Snoop has already built generational wealth for his family, and he had a right to do so. So this isn't, disrespecting Snoop or talking bad about Snoop, because you guys don't never hear me talk bad. The only one I talk bad about is that fat funky bitch Reggie Wright. That's it. I don't talk bad. I'll give my opinion, but I've never talked bad about Snoop, even though I'm very upset with him about the whole Devin the Dude plug I did for him, and he was supposed to give me a verse and never gave me a verse, and I was just like, okay, you're fake. That's it, right? So I've never talked to Snoop since I got mad at him. But I've never disrespected Snoop. I've never disrespected Suge. I don't disrespect my West Coast legends because I am also a fan of West Coast music. I am a fan of our legends. Even though I'm in the industry, I am a fan. I'm still a fan because I grew up like you guys, listening, watching, fanning over shit, right? But it is a thin line between me fucking with you and me not getting anything out of fucking with you. I don't want to sit around and watch you win. If you're not including me in your wins, then what am I around for? Everybody who helped build Death Row Records, all of the artists, they should have percentages. They should have stakes. They should have shares. Just like Jewel. It is a valid reason that Jewel's passed away and people did not come and help. It is not a valid reason that Jewel's passed away and she had no safety net just from the Death Row Records catalog, just from her label mates. And that should show you something. People will take care of their lineage and leave you and yours out in the cold. And if you allow them to, guess what, guys? That's on your ass. That's on you. If you allow them to do that to you, that's on you, because you should always want to know your bottom line. I don't give a fuck who it is. So the fact that people are talking shit because Daz want to see his percentage breakdown, because Daz want to read and see his contract, because Daz is asking questions, he is supposed to do that. That's what you're supposed to do, dumbasses. You're not supposed to just hang around because it looked good, take some pictures to post on Instagram. That's the problem. That is the problem. You guys are in confusion of illusion. You guys fan out over the illusion of the industry and the image of the artist, and you don't even get your business affairs in order. Then y'all be on the app trying to defend the artist, motherfucker, for what? For what? So yes, Daz has every right to ask questions. He has every right to want to see the breakdown. Why doesn't he have the right? Nigga, he was a part of Death Row Records since the beginning. So you just think it's cool for them to just tag along as Snoop Dogg little dogs? Like, come on now. This is a grown-ass man, a seasoned man. An older gentleman. He also has a family. I'm sure he want to build generational wealth for his lineage. Snoop is straight. And then for Snoop, it's like, bro, that's your cousin at the end of the day. I don't care what you guys go through. You guys came in this game together. You guys built a solid foundation. At the end of the day, that is your family that you came in this game with. Don't get on the internet calling him broke to all of us. That's fucked up. Regardless, you know what you went through with Suge. You know what you went through with Death Row Records. And I'm going to say this. Snoop did what was supposed to be done. He built his legacy. So you can't even get mad and hate on Snoop for building his legacy and setting his foundation. And honestly, Snoop been through a gang of shit. Like a gang of shit. If you're a real fan of West Coast hip hop or just a fan of hip hop, or a Snoop fan or a Death Row Records fan. The odds was against him. He went through a lot of shit. And look at where he's at today. That says a lot, but, it's a but. Snoop, kudos. But take your family with you, especially if he started with you. What is it going to hurt you to give him some shares? What is it going to hurt you to give him a percentage of what he's asking for? Daz has contributed a lot to this culture, guys. And, you know, I am somebody who can speak on this. I'm someone who can speak on this because I've grown up in this industry and I've seen a lot. What is it going to hurt to give him a percentage or shares? What is it going to hurt to make sure that he's included on $1 billion sale? It's not. It is not. God has blessed Snoop to enjoy the fruits of his labor. Why wouldn't you give your cousin a fraction of that? Knowing he came in this game with you, why do you want to son them? Why do you want to little boy them? That is the problem. If Suge is so bad, right? Suge and Snoop, they beef. And then, I don't know, it's a weird relationship. But if Suge is so bad, you are doing the same thing to Daz and other people that Suge did to you. So then, or that you said Suge did to you. So then how bad is Suge? How bad is Suge? Because the same complaints y'all had about Suge is the same complaints people have about you, Snoop. And we're seeing it in real time. That's it and that's all.